Welcome. This lesson is a little different from the ones that came before it. We've spent this module building your knowledge, your skills in data handling, global standards, and customer communication. Now it's time to talk about how you get yourself through the door in the first place. This lesson is your guide to crafting a standout CV and performing at your very best in a customer service interview. Whether you're applying for your first role or looking to move up, what we cover here will give you a genuine edge. Let's start with your CV, because that's what gets you the interview in the first place. Your CV is a recruiter's first impression of you. In a competitive market, they may spend as little as 30 seconds on it before deciding whether to read on, so every element needs to count. Clear structure. Use clear headings and a logical flow so recruiters can find key information fast. Don't make them hunt for it. If your CV is hard to read, it will be skipped. Relevant experience. Highlight roles that demonstrate customer-facing skills, even if they came from volunteering, part-time work, or a completely different industry. What matters is the skill, not the job title. Customer-focused achievements. This is where most CVs fall short. Use numbers. Improved customer satisfaction scores by 20% is powerful. Handled customer queries is forgettable. Show the result, not just the task. Professional design. Keep it clean, consistent, and easy to read. Avoid clutter, unusual fonts, or overly creative formatting. Your CV should look like you take the role seriously. Your CV is not a list of things you've done. It's a case for why you're the right person for this role. Make it count. So what are employers in customer service actually looking for? Your CV is your first impression. Make it count with a clean structure, relevant experience, and achievements that show you put customers first. Communication, clear, friendly, and professional, in person, on the phone, and in writing. If your CV demonstrates this, you're already ahead. Problem solving. Employers want people who find solutions quickly and keep customers feeling heard and valued. Show examples of when you've done exactly that. Patience. Customer service can be emotionally demanding. Staying composed when situations get difficult or emotionally charged is a skill and a rare one. Demonstrate it. Adaptability. The ability to be comfortable with change, new systems, and shifting priorities is increasingly valuable. Customer service environments move fast. Tech familiarity. Confidence using CRM tools, ticketing systems, and digital platforms is now expected in most roles. If you have it, make sure it's visible on your CV. Recruiters are scanning for evidence of these skills. Give them specific examples, not vague claims. Preparation is the difference between a good interview and a great one. Walk in confident, not just hopeful. Practice common questions. Don't just rehearse answers in your head. Say them out loud. Record yourself if you can. Hearing yourself back is one of the fastest ways to catch filler words, nervous habits, and unclear thinking. Understand the company. Research their values, their products, and the customers they serve. Tailor your answers to their world. Generic answers signal low interest. Specific, informed answers signal genuine enthusiasm. Prepare real examples. Draw from actual experiences. Specific stories are far more memorable than general statements. I once handled a situation where will always land better than I'm good at dealing with difficult customers. Preparation is not about having perfect answers. It's about showing up ready to have a real conversation, and that starts before you walk in the room. The STAR method gives your answers a clear, compelling structure that interviewers love. It turns a vague response into a memorable story. Situation. Set the scene. Give the interviewer the context they need to understand what you were dealing with. Task. Explain what you were responsible for in that situation. What was expected of you? Action. This is the most important part. What did you specifically do? Not the team, you. Be precise and take ownership. Result. What happened as a result of your action? Ideally with a number, a measurable impact, or a clear outcome. This is what makes you memorable. Every answer should end with a result. That's what interviewers are listening for. And it's what separates candidates who tell stories from candidates who tell excuses. Practice STAR until it's instinctive. When the pressure is on, structure saves you. Let's be direct. There are questions you will almost certainly be asked in a customer service interview. Prepare for these specifically. How do you handle difficult customers? Show empathy first, always. Then explain your approach to de-escalation and resolution. Give a real example using STAR. Tell me about a time you solved a problem. This is STAR in its purest form. Pick a real example with a clear challenge and a positive outcome. Don't generalize. Why should we hire you? This is your opportunity to connect your specific skills directly to their specific needs. Show that you've done your research. Show that you're not just applying everywhere. You want this role. Every question in an interview is an opportunity to prove your value. Don't waste them with vague or unprepared answers. Even well-qualified candidates lose opportunities through simple, avoidable mistakes. Know what to watch out for. Speaking negatively. Never criticize past employers, colleagues, or customers, even if your frustration was completely justified. Interviewers hear, "This person will speak about us the same way one day." Frame every challenge as a learning experience instead. Being unprepared, not knowing the company or the role you're applying for sends a clear signal. You don't care enough to prepare. That's very hard to recover from in the room. Vague answers. Generalities are forgettable. "I'm a great communicator" means nothing without evidence. Specific examples with real results are what stay in the interviewer's memory. Lack of confidence. Speak clearly. Make eye contact. Own your achievements without apology. You are not bragging. You are demonstrating your suitability for the role. There is a difference, and you're allowed to take up space in that room. Avoiding these mistakes won't get you the job on its own, but making them can cost you an opportunity you were otherwise perfectly qualified for. Many candidates are qualified. The ones who get the offer are the ones who show up with energy, curiosity, and professionalism. Here is how you go that extra mile. Show genuine enthusiasm. Energy is contagious. Let your interest in the role come through. Interviewers remember candidates who seem genuinely excited, not just candidates who said the right things. Ask smart questions. Prepare 2 or 3 thoughtful questions in advance. Questions like, "What does success look like in this role in the first 90 days?" show you're thinking ahead and taking the opportunity seriously. Asking nothing signals disinterest. Follow up after. A brief professional thank you email within 24 hours of your interview reinforces your professionalism and keeps you front of mind. Very few candidates do this, and it's noticed. The difference between a good candidate and a memorable one is often not skill. It's attitude. Show up with both. Knowledge only becomes an advantage when you put it into practice. Here's how to move forward from today. Update your CV today with the UCLUEL CV Builder. Apply what you've learned. Use the STAR method to rewrite your achievements, refresh your design, and make sure every line is earning its place. Practice out loud. Rehearse your answers with a friend in front of a mirror or record it on your phone. Repetition builds confidence, and confidence is what gets you hired. Apply consistently. Every application is practice. Every interview is experience. Keep improving, stay persistent, and the right opportunity will find you. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You need to be prepared, authentic, and ready to show your value. You have the knowledge, now go and use it.